Hi there, Stephen D. Question for the day. What does the Democratic Party think of me? I mean, how would they view somebody like me? I'm a white male, 60 years old, sort of, still within middle age, right? They don't like middle-aged white males. That's what I've heard. They even make jokes about the fact that the suicide rate of middle-aged white males has been going up. Hey, that's really funny. I think it's hilarious. The suicide rate for veterans, returning from our wars is going up too. That's not funny. Suicide rate for kids that are cyberbullied, whether they're gay, straight, whatever, that's gone up too. That's not a very funny subject, is it? Regardless of their race. But it's funny, and white men are killing themselves at a higher rate than ever. So I guess that's a check mark against me by the Democratic Party. But I'm not straight. I'm not straight white male. I'm bisexual. I'm part of the LBGQTR community. So that's good, right? I mean, they like that. That's what I've heard. That makes me, somebody they care about, I guess, right? So, okay, check mark. Maybe the Democrats like me after all. And, I live in the suburbs. And I heard they really like suburban voters. They really went hard after suburban voters in the election, especially white suburban voters. And I'm highly educated. Hey, 2 more check marks. They like that. It's only the stupid, uneducated white males and people like that they don't like. On the other hand, I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I live in New York. I voted for Jill Stein. Oh my God, I voted for a third party. Even though my vote didn't really count because, Hillary Clinton was going to win New York no matter who I voted for. But I guess that's bad. So that's a mark against me. And I want things like, single payer health care, a decent minimum wage. I want an end to fracking. Simple stuff. I want free tuition. I want relief for, younger people who are burdened by student debt. I mean, I had student debt in my days, but it was nothing like the people of the younger generations that, are being piled on. But, hey, I guess that's not good because those are things we can't have. I mean, Democratic officials say, we can't have that, or, single payer, it's nice, but it's a pipe dream, despite the fact that the rest of the developed world has it. So I guess that makes me bad. On the other hand, I'm disabled. Yeah, I've got this rare autoimmune disorder. Look at my face. It's, some days I look really skinny. Right now it's kind of puffed up a little more than normal. That's because I'm on prednisone, a corticosteroid. Because our health insurance won't, pay for drugs that are more expensive and might be less damaging to my body. I have to take prednisone. Kind of like the same thing that President Kennedy, when he got his cortisone shots for his autoimmune condition, which nobody knew about at the time, and he would suddenly get a puffy face, people wonder about that. Why is he sometimes really skinny faced and puffy faced? So I'm disabled, and that makes me part of the marginalized people that the Democrats care about, right? So that's good, isn't it? Or is it? See, that's the problem. That's the problem with identity politics. I can fit into a lot of those boxes that the Democrats say they care about, and yet they don't seem to care about the issues I care about. Like the militarization of the police, that was presided over by President Obama. about the drone strikes and the increasing war on terror, something that now Mr. Trump has taken over for President Obama. Isn't that nice? Stuff like, all the surveillance that's being done against us by our own government. In fact, President Obama, before he walked out of the office, increased the FBI's ability to, warrantless surveillance of people. That's like handing Donald Trump a trip to go, searching for through whoever he considers his enemies, right? Yeah, that made a lot of sense. I don't like that. So I guess that makes me bad. And I want big money out of politics. I don't want lobbyist money, financing the politicians in the Democratic Party or any other party, actually. But, the DNC, they voted to keep letting lobbyists, corporate lobbyists, pay millions of dollars to, help fund them. Hey, some of the DNC members are corporate lobbyists. Isn't that strange? I wonder how that happened. So, I guess I'm bad because I'm a Bernie bro, and therefore I must be a sexist and a racist, even though I married, Japanese American woman, have 2 biracial kids, and they're all minorities, right? But I guess I must be a racist because, I'm white and a Bernie bro. So what does how you see what I'm getting at really here? When we start splitting people up into little labels and identities, we don't encourage them to join together and come together and fight together for the things that matter to all of them, that would benefit all of them. No, we drive them apart. We accuse them of being this or that. They're either good or bad, with us or against us. Now that's a really stupid thing in my opinion. Unless what your party really wants is just to maintain the status quo where corporate lobbyists keep funding you money and you keep voting for a corporate agenda and saying that you're for, poor people and minorities and marginalized people, saying it but not really helping them out because, those marginalized people, they're more likely to suffer economic harm. Yeah, did you know that? There are more poor women than there are poor men, regardless of race. More kids in poverty. I thought we cared about kids, right? Didn't we? So, why are policies that help, raise the income levels and reduce income inequality bad? I mean, well, they say they want to reduce income inequality, but they never do anything about it. Why do they do all these favors for, Wall Street? Why did they let President Obama's cabinet be picked by Wall Street people in Citibank? I mean, it's just, I don't understand that. Unless, of course, they're going after the money. In which case, it doesn't really matter how they see me. As long as I vote for them and keep them allowing to get the goodies that they want, they're happy. Even if some of those Democrats are more conservative than the Republicans I grew up when I was young. We got a Governor Cuomo in New York. He's as conservative, more conservative than Nelson Rockefeller when I was, a kid. Hard to believe, isn't it? We got Republicans. Well, they're not really Republicans, they're Democrats in the state legislature, but they're caucusing with the Republicans. But we can't vote against them because they're Democrats. That would be bad. We can't primary these people because that would be bad because they're Democrats. Any Democrat's better than, a not Democrat. Even when they screw us over. So is that really what the Democratic Party, is that all they really see me as? Somebody either as a commodity to profit from, electorally, or as an enemy. Somebody they can point fingers at and blame for their troubles. That doesn't seem like a real good system if you want to win elections. It's a great system if you want to keep making money, though. If you want to be a con artist, grifter. If you don't want to have to really work, produce real things that benefit people, then it's great. You can go around and say, hey, I support Black Lives Matters people, even as you're throwing them right out of your fundraisers. You can say you support disabled people, even though you really haven't done much for them. Didn't do much for me. I couldn't get Social Security disability. It was almost impossible. I couldn't get approved for disability under my firm's policy for disability because of ERISA. That's a federal statute, by the way, that was passed with bipartisan support. That means, Democrats and Republicans working together. That benefits corporations. That makes it really, really hard to prove that, your disability claim is valid, or that your health insurance claim that you need certain drugs is valid. Because unless you can prove they acted arbitrarily and capriciously, which is pretty much fucking impossible, unless you've got a little document that says we want to screw over this person because we don't want to pay their insurance. Yeah. So you know what, Democrats? I don't really care anymore when I think about it, what you think of me or how you view me. Because it doesn't really matter. You're not doing anything for me or for the people I care about. Poor people, middle class people of all races, all ages, all races, all opinions. When you laugh because some group is committing suicide at a higher rate, what does that say about you? You think that's funny? What does that say about you? And on that final thought, I'll say goodbye for now and enjoy your day, Democrats and non-Democrats alike. Taking care. Take care of yourself. Be good. See you later. Stephen D. signing off.